Hey, what's up guys? I am back again with another brand new tutorial for Modern Warfare 3 Zombies, and I'm going to show you guys how to get this new blueprint that they just added for the STG 44 called the Infinite Cosmos, which is the Galaxy skin. And I'm going to show you guys how to get it, so please make sure to drop a like and subscribe, and let's get right into this tutorial. Now, before we get started into the tutorial, here are the requirements in order for you to complete the boss fight. What you need to do is you're going to need flawless Ethereum crystals, you're going to need a golden armor plate. That's a hard requirement for you to use when you're in the boss fight. Then you're going to need a legendary ether tool, dead wire detonators for your RGL, if for those who are going to be doing crowd control, because you need people assigning to do their parts. So I have one person doing, when it comes to a 3-man job, you want to have one person do crowd control with RGL, and he or she has to have a conversion kit, and you have to run slug rounds. Those are really OP, and then you have to use the dead wire detonators. It'll be really useful. Now, the next thing you want to use, there are 3 options you can use. You could use dog bone, sergeant's beret, or disciple bottles if you have those. But there are 3 things that I do recommend. What I do recommend is you want to use the sergeant's beret, because the reason why you say sergeant's beret, because like your guy will be protecting you, and you can use your healing aura to protect him, and it'll also heal him as well whenever he's getting cornered by a bunch of horde of zombies. And then the next one, I also use disciple bottles, but the bad thing about it is that when you're down, it won't res you, but the good side about it is that it'll turn zombies to the good side, that it'll kill all the bad zombies, and it'll be really helpful against the boss fight. Now the next thing that you want to use is the Scorcher, because the Scorcher is going to be really helpful when you're going for the Easter egg parts. So when it comes to using the Scorcher, you want to make sure it's pack-a-punch. You always want to make sure you have a pack-a-punched, and you want to go to different locations for the Easter egg items, which I will show throughout the tutorial. Now, there's this last thing that I want you guys to learn, because there's a situation where players are going through the Dark Aether portal with the Elder Sigil, and they have all their stuff equipped, but the issue is that, I don't know if it's the game itself, or I don't know if it's for people on consoles or PC, but people have been experiencing crashes lately. So I do recommend you do not use any of your gear in-game once you load into the game. Use all your stuff when you go into the Dark Aether. That is my highly recommended suggestion, because people are experiencing crashes, disconnections when you go into the Dark Aether when you have everything equipped, and you'll lose all your stuff, and then you'll be vulnerable. And you have to go for farming contracts again, or you have to do the unstable rift to get your cooldown decreased, and it's going to take up a lot of room and a lot of time, and you guys don't want to do that. So I recommend you using all your stuff in your backpack. Keep all your stuff in your backpack at all times. Do not use it in game. Use it only when you're inside the Dark Aether. That is my recommendations, and I highly recommend you doing that. Now, in order for you to get this blueprint, it requires you to complete the main storyline, and you have to collect all the 4 parts for the Easter egg in order for you to unlock the new Dark Aether. And once you unlock the new Dark Aether, a Mega Abomination will pop up out of nowhere, and then you just have to kill it, and then you'll fully unlock it. And you have to have an Elder Sigil at all times in order for you to get to the boss fight. Now, before you go into the boss fight, you could either try to get a 6-man on your team or a 3-man. Because on my first playthrough, I did with 6 other people. It was easy. And I did on my second playthrough with 3 other people, which was also easy. It's all based on communications, the right gear that you have, and make sure you just don't die. And you have to have one person or multiple people be on crowd control, while other people are beyond gunmen, shooting the orbs on the boss's body. Now we got that over with, I'm going to show you guys how to complete and defeat the boss fight within a 3-man or a 6-man. Now the first thing you want to do is you want to go to the bottom of High Rise, which is the first floor, and you'll see an egg. And I recommend you bring an inhibitor by doing the sport control contract in tier 3 or any location before you step into the Dark Aether. You grab those inhibitors, you throw them on the eggs, and once it depletes, you shoot it, and then it'll drop an R4 detector phone, and you have to pick it up, and that's when you have to follow the arrows, and you have to follow along as I go. Now the arrows may be confusing at first when you follow it. There's going to be a horde of zombies. That's why you always want to tell your teammates to stay close to you and protect you at all costs. because they're going to swarm in and they're going to try to kill you, and it's going to be a struggle. So you always want to have your teammates on your side at all times. And when you're following the arrows, sometimes it could be a little mix up there, but once you keep like using it and going around and following the arrows in orderly, you should be fine. After you cross the arrows throughout the little maze, you're going to see another arrow on the right side nearby the trash, and it's going to be facing on the right side. Make sure you want to follow it. As you follow the arrows near the trash, there's going to be one facing above. You want to go on top of that arrow, and then it's going to be facing another arrow going up, and then it's going to be facing another arrow going down. You want to keep following that path till you hit the end point of finding the skull, which is one of the parts. Okay, once you cross the maze and once you've passed it, on the right side you have to use your phone again. You'll see a glowing yellow light, and once you see it, you have to use your phone and it'll summon the golden skull. You want to pick that up and you want to go back to high rise, which you will find the golden whale statue, and you have to go above it. Okay, right after you got the golden skull, you want to head back into high rise on the first floor on the right. You'll head to the double doors and you'll see a golden dolphin or a whale. You want to use your scorcher to float up, and then you want to trade in your skull on his head. You'll see his head, it will say trade skull. You want to trade it. After you trade it, you'll see an IT thumb drive behind you. Once you pick that up, you want to go to a building that has an opening, which is a red rooftop that you want to go to, which I will show you. Now, when you're floating up with your scorcher, you're going to see a building that has red tiles on the roof, and you want to go to that building that has a square in the middle, and you want to go in between those. You'll find a computer inside, and as you find the computers, you want to insert the thumb drive inside, and when you activate it, it'll spawn in an HTV, which is a Mangaler, and you want to use everything you got on him. You want to kill him right away as fast as you can, because when you kill him, it will drop a key, which is called the Tower of Maintenance. That'll be useful because it'll take you straight into the boss fight, and you want to make your way to the rooftop of high rise. Now, after he is killed, he will drop a key, which is called the Tower of Maintenance. You want to pick that up, and then once you pick that up, you want to use your scorcher to fly up, and you want to go to the building, the Tower of High Rise. You want to go to the rooftop, and you have to get all your teammates in there on top of the roof together, and they all have to be there. You cannot just have like one person activating it and then you'll go straight to the boss fight. No, that's not how they do it. You want to have everyone together on the roof. That's why scorchers are highly recommended throughout this boss fight and the Easter egg. So once you activate it, it will take you to, there will be a portal inside, and everyone has to be in there, and you want to activate it, and it will take you into the boss fight, which is another 15 minutes. So 15 minutes to do the Easter egg and 15 minutes to do the boss fight. Alright, after you reach to the portal, you'll have another 15 minutes, and here are some tips on how to defeat the boss fight. Now, you can do this with a 3-man or a 6-man, like I said before earlier. And when you're running a 3-man or a 6-man, you want to have people using their RGLs for crowd control when it comes to killing zombies. So, when it comes to 6 people, 3 other players who has the RGL can do crowd control, and 3 other players who has ARs to shoot the orbs on the boss's body. Because that's what you need to do. That's how you're going to defeat her. You have to shoot the orbs on her hands first. You want to shoot the orbs on her face and everything else on her body quickly before she does the lasers, because lasers can literally hit you with one single zip, and then literally one zap can literally get you down immediately with one shot. So you got to be careful. You have to run around. Always want to run around as you're shooting the orbs. And then when you're shooting the orbs, when she's destroyed, when you destroy her orbs, she'll start going to different locations on different islands. When you're using the crystals to portal your way up, use your Casimirs. Those are really helpful to clear all the zombies out, and have your teammates use the RGL to clear them out for crowd control. Every time she is weak, when you destroy her orbs, that's how she's going to lose health. Now, it isn't really that intense, but it could be really aggravating and you could panic, but don't panic. There are still time for you to defeat the boss as long as you know your ways on how to destroy her, because you have to use your AR to shoot the orbs. She'll be teleporting into different directions, left or right. You want to go to the location where she is, and you want to keep shooting her orbs until she is weakened. There are 2 phases when it comes to the boss fights. One phase, the first one, is really relatively easy to do, and you're just basically shooting the orbs. When she is half health, she's going to be starting shooting lasers on the ground on each island, So we want to be careful because you'll be going down if you hit that like strike on her, because she will strike on every island, and you have to be careful and make sure you're on the sky when you're on it. Every time when you see those like glowing red on the floor, you want to use your scorcher to float up in the air to make sure you don't get hit by those, because you will guarantee get hit and you could get downed. And there's also those floating orbs going around, and you have to shoot those in order for you to like destroy her, because you don't want to deal with having all those things around you, and it could be annoying, and you want to shoot those first, and then you want to continue shooting orbs on her body. Now, after her health is depleted, after you finally killed her, you will be granted with the infinite Cosmo blueprint for the STG-44, and oh my god, it looks absolutely amazing. It's like a galaxy skin, but unfortunately it's not a camo, but it's a blueprint, and it shoots tracers, and it's like a free bundle, which is absolutely amazing. I am so glad that I was able to get it, regarding to the times when I've been getting disconnected and games crash over and over, and I finally managed to get it perfectly on my first run with 6 people, and then on my second run I managed to do it with 3 other people, which is amazing. Now, after collecting your reward from the rift, you can finally exfil, and you can finally use it whenever you want to, and it looks absolutely amazing. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I know it's a long one, and if you guys need help doing it, please add me. Give me your Activision name. My Activision name is Captain Price. I'll literally help you get this done easily and fast, because I know everything, and I'll literally help you. All you gotta do is comment down below my YouTube video, and I'll be able to help you. Make sure you comment down below and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll give you every single reward you need. That's it for this video, so please make sure to drop a like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one, and have a great day, guys. Peace.
Checking up on your daughter.
I wanted to say hello, to ask how you are doing.
I'm on my best behavior. Promise.
A lot has happened. It has taken a while to process it all.
Process it all? Who are you, and what have you done with Ravenoff?
So what are your plans? What is next for Dr. Jensen?
You are checking up on me.
Eva!
Chill out. I'm glad you called. I tried the whole vacation thing, I really did. But I needed to keep my mind occupied. I kept thinking about Miller's report. I'm visiting the site of the localized incursion she survived as a child. Liberty Falls is even more of a one-horse town than I'd suspected.
Why? Eva, listen. You must leave that place. It is not safe. Are you there? Eva!